Peaceful. Absolutely peaceful. When the waves are high, you can actually hear the sounds from the ocean. And I love that. Like I said, all it does is bring a sense of peace.
It's been almost 9 months.
October 10th, 2018.
All of these houses were here.
Hurricane Michael.
And then the hurricane just wiped them all out.
Horrific.
It hit Mexico Beach the hardest, but left its mark in Panama City and Panama City Beach, only 30 miles apart.
Because we stayed through it and we lived through it, thank God, but it was horrific.
All of this still here 9 months later.
I feel like everybody feels like, oh, Panama City, Mexico Beach, everything is back to the way it was, and it's not.
No matter where you go here, there's still tarps on the roofs.
Those without a home still call this place home.
We've been out of our house since Michael, and we have nowhere to go as of Monday.
What's your guys' options?
To move back into a house that's not safe. That's our only option.
And families like Sheila are still in the process to rebuild. In every corner, there's a story about fighting through struggle.
My name is Anne Marie DeMeglio. My husband and I and my family moved here to Panama City Beach about 17 years ago. Life for us has always been a challenge because of my husband's disabilities. My husband became disabled when he was 32 years old when we lived in New York. A botched back surgery that left him a classified paraplegic.
Anne is taking care of her 3 kids and husband Joey, working from home. And 9 months ago, life took a turn.
My son has his own family. When we lost power and everything and they closed the Hathaway Bridge, of course, we were not able to keep in touch.
What? Oh my God.
And it was days before we were able to see each other and speak again. And when my son finally was able to come over the bridge, he came running up the driveway out of his car. He put his arms around me and he said, "Mom, I was so scared. I couldn't get you. I couldn't talk to you. I didn't know whether or not you were dead or alive." And then he went right to my husband after that, and he wouldn't let him go. Okay. Sorry.
But the storm was the second worst thing to happen because her husband was in the hospital with wounds on his feet.
Back in August of 2018, they called me at 6:30 in the morning that he had been forcefully intubated and put into the ICU into a medically induced coma. He spent 36 days at Bay Medical and almost died twice.
Joey was out of the hospital recovering during the storm. But with their house in this condition, Anne tried to bring him to a hospital.
The hospital was not an option for Bay Medical. Gulf Coast, which is our other hospital, was so inundated with everybody in town that, that was just completely decimated. Their homes were gone and everything else. So I did my best to try to sustain him here with what I could.
Joey stays in his room because some days are worse than others.
Sleep deprived, taking care of my husband in his condition, up and down with him all night long. Stressed, tense.
This is how they live now.
We're living in it now with no insulation.
It's 92 degrees when our actual temperature is on 68.
My house is nowhere near where it was before the storm.
Anne's family will stick together and wait out this time of struggle.
Well, since he had the whole hospital thing, I've pretty much cooked for my family because he hasn't been very much able to.
And how old are you?
I am 15.
Because they're just one of many going through the same. Like Sheila, Anne's friend.
That's it. One of the first houses I went to, she stayed, was to make sure they were okay. They were okay. They're making it the same as we all are, just one day at a time, living in misery, and the heat's just getting worse and worse.
What keeps you going?
My family, my kids, my grandkids. You don't live life if you don't fight. There are so many people that are so worse off than I am.
In Panama City, I'm Tomas Hoppough.